And yeah, there's a deeper moral to my story. The deeper moral is that if you can't even acknowledge where your packet of crisps came from, yeah, I'm not saying there's nothing spectacular about a bag of crisps or your snacks or your food, whatever. And I'm not saying, when I say my next thing, I'm not saying everyone's a slave master, but if you can't acknowledge where your slave master bag of crisps came from, you will never be able to understand or acknowledge the, like, and this is not me, I don't shop perfectly, do you know what I mean? I don't buy all my things fair trade, I don't make sure that the packaging's eco, I try my best. But then you can't acknowledge, so we can't acknowledge fully, I should say we, because I'm not the best perfect leader, best role model, but we can't acknowledge how in some cases the slave feels. And like a slave who works on the farmland or wherever they work for, their minimum wage is less, pennies. If you're on minimum wage, then they're probably like flipping over the moon, and we'll class them as lucky. Do you know what I mean? Or some sort of word similar to lucky. That's disgusting in itself. Yeah. So you can't even acknowledge that your crisp came from Tyrell's or your snack came from Ella. I'm not calling them slave masters, but some of these brands may just be. I'm not insinuating that Ella or Tyrell's are slave masters. I'm just using brands that are in front of me right now. But let's say Coca-Cola then. Coca-Cola might have fixed up their ways as of more in recent years. Let's look at people like flipping billionaires. So you could say, "Ooh, I got a Tesla." Don't get me wrong, if I had the money, I'll still go buy a Tesla. But I might need to know what brand is their battery, where does their battery come from. Then I might need to go on Google or find a book to find out the history. And then even if I do buy into it, because I like what it can do for me, I still have to be fully aware of what comes with that. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that you have to be so perfect, oh shit, I can't buy enough. I'm saying you can't even understand. You are sitting there trying to say you made these crisps yourself. This is kind of theoretically speaking in a sarcastic way. I made these crisps myself, yeah, but you didn't. But you're acting like you did, because there's no, I'm not saying you have to tag every time you eat, you have to tag someone, but I'm just saying there's no recognition in your mind. You don't have to even do it in social media, but even in the real world or outside world, or within your inner self, in a sense, there's no recognition. So it don't matter about social media, forget that. Talking about your inner self as well as social media. And to a sense, you don't care where your food comes from. To a sense, you don't care about the people that make your food, produce your food, prepare your food. And we've all been there, well, not all of us, but like many of us privileged ones, we've been in that position. I didn't know. You think I knew this shit when I was young? No, of course not. This is why I'm trying to break it down to some of you. Some of you know this in your conscious, but you're not fully aware though. I'm trying to help you become more aware. Break down your awareness. So there's nothing we can do about the root of the issue until we look beyond the beautiful leaves. Get to the stem, to the trunk, to the underground, to the roots, to the mud, to the soil. Get what I'm saying? And all this conversation stems from a bag of crisps. It's a madness. I'm not saying we're able to make the change overnight. But we can definitely find some of the right paths to take. Do you know what I mean? Literally, it's like a blind leading blind, and even the people that, no offense to people that promote all health and well-being, some of you only doing it for money, so we're not really finding out the roots through you. When you find out healthier lifestyles with 100% the same amount of ignorance as a football player has, as a rapper who spits about Okay, let's not be that hard. A rapper who spits about drugs and guns. Essentially, the ignorance levels are the same, because it's all climb on top of each other instead of climb with each other.